with Cycle Record you can layer up all the different parts and all the different tracks of your arrangement and very quickly get your songs up and running. And Cubase helps you with this one extremely, because you can just do the whole thing on the fly without ever having to stop and start the recording process again. All you need to do is make sure that your cycle button is switched on, your left and right locator are set up accordingly, or however you like them to be set up. I've got a 4-bar loop here. Make sure the left locator is in front of the right locator. You might need the metronome. Well, I do. And just to make work a little bit easier, use the auto quantize feature. I've set it to 16th notes at the moment, so when I start putting my drum tracks down and go to the next track, my drum tracks should be quantized, so I can record the next part, and I've got a tidy background to record the next track onto. So let's just go for it. I'm gonna hit record and record the bass and snare figure first. 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's playing back on its own. I don't like that snare drum there. So what I'll do right now, I keep playing the song. I'll hit the record button again so I can see my part here, which I can now open in the editor. That's the snare drum I don't like. I'll move it to the other place there. Okay, I fixed it. I close the editor again. I'll hit record to carry on with my hi-hat figure. 1, 2, 3, 4. To be honest, I didn't quite like this hi-hat figure. And what I'll do is I'll go into the editor again. And you can see the hi-hat figure doesn't show up. Oh yeah, there it is, because it shows up. Make it a little bit smaller. Select it, delete it, close the editor again, and record the hi-hat again as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I preferred that one. And now I create a new track. I double click down here. And I want this track to play a bass line. Sorry, bass. I'll switch record off to find the part that I like. Like that. I can switch record off again. Switch off the metronome because I've got the drum track already in place. And now I need to quickly stop the video, but that's purely for synchronization with the audio and everything. So I'll stop the video and then carry on with my song as before. Obviously you don't need to do this step. This is purely because capturing the screen and Cubase and everything. It's got nothing to do with my audio and Midi synchronization settings within Cubase and so on. So I'll just hit record again and carry on with my next part. I need a new part. I want to play a piano sound now. I use the sound module. I'll quickly check my sounds I've got, so I'll switch recording off. I keep it playing. Okay, that's fine. Now I'd like to play something, some arpeggios on piano, but I'm not a good piano player. So I'll just change the tempo. Let's go down to 80. I'll just press Shift T, type in 80, hit return. I've lost connection with my sound card. Okay. Press record, and let's go for it. There's the new recorded part. You can see it's been quantized with 16th note feel. There's one of the wrong notes. But probably all I need to do is set the quantize to 8th note, quantize everything again. Now I've got my 8th notes back. Hit Shift T. Go back to the original tempo. I don't like this bit here. And there might be a few notes missing there. So I'll pinch this note and copy it across. That's not too bad. Change the volume of this part. So I get my tools out. Use the volume tool. Bit quieter. Set up another track. Yeah, let's press record again, and then it's up to you. It's not too bad. If I don't like it, I could just delete it. And then just hit record again for another go. That might be better. Now I select all of these tracks and press Ctrl K for a copy. There's my copy. And then by pressing Alt and P at the same time, I'll move the two locators, the left and right locator, to go around these two parts there, or these four parts. So I'll press Alt P. Basically my loop is moved, my cyclist loop is moved. And I can create a new track, maybe with some strings. Let's go for the string ensemble. Hit record again. So this was my first string line. The strings usually play in choir, so I'm going to record some more. Now I've got two string lines playing at the same time. And I'll add one a bit lower. I'll stop the recording. Now you can see my string lines. Select these parts. Ctrl K for another copy. Alt P to switch the cycle, move the cycle across. And here you can go for a different blend of sounds. You could, for example, mute the drums and maybe the melody. Oh no. Again, the strings are a little bit loud. Select both parts, go for the volume tool, and reduce the volume. Maybe even a bit less. See how easy it is to build up the tracks. For these takes, I've kept the two mix modes or cycle record modes in overdub and mix. Overdub is usually the default. You could choose between overdub and replace. Replace means that when you do a recording on a part that has already had some notes recorded, it'll delete those already recorded notes during the fresh recording. The common thing to do is to keep this one in overdub. And on here you've got a few options. Mix was the common option, and it might be the one that you favor as well. But the disadvantage with using mix is sometimes you think, oh, I want to record a great bass line, and then you do a few different takes, and every time you go over the same 2 to 4 bars again, you add notes and you clutter up your mix basically, or your part, and then the mix mode wouldn't be as advantageous anymore.